The last few weeks, months have been probably the happiest I've ever felt with my fitness journey, or bodybuilding, whatever you want to call it. The reasons are as follows. When I first started, I was in really, really bad shape. And once I'd gotten that weight off, my metabolism was tanked. I had no idea how to recover a metabolism, which is possible if you know how to do it properly, you can do it. And I looked really overly skinny. I lost motivation and stopped training for like a year and a half. I got like skinny fat when I was in my first year of university. I had really mediocre levels of muscle mass, and going into my second year of university, I became obsessed with bodybuilding. Tried bodybuilding, started natty initially, and then obviously I got to quite a size mainly because of a shit fucking diet. Honestly, I just dirty bulked like a fucking pig, and I got fucking chubby, pretty much. Like way too big, and I was looking good though. Like in terms of like gym photos, you would think I'm like some bulked up dude on gear, but then I was actually still still natty. So one day I was on Counter Strike playing matchmaking, and this guy was commenting on my Steam picture, and he was, basically making fun of me, saying, "Oh, whatever, steroids." And I'm just like trying to tell him, "No, dude, I'm actually not on steroids." And then from that point on, I got this complex in my head where I was like, "Well, if people think I'm on, and I see all these guys who I feel are, I don't know, man. Back in that time, it's weird. Like you feel like you're competing with guys in the gym, and it's all body dysmorphia, and just like mental health issues. To be honest with you guys, and so I decided, copium, like time to fucking take steroids, because like if I take steroids and people are saying I'm on steroids now, like I'm surely gonna fucking blow up and become Mr. Olympia. Like it's really fucking stupid logic, to be honest. So I took steroids, took a cycle, didn't really enjoy injecting all that much. I actually had a fear of needles initially. Oh no, after that first cycle, and especially doing the second fucking cycle, dude, fear of needles was no longer a thing. I was doing my blood work like regularly, dude. Like those nurses are like sticking needles in my vein trying to like pull blood, and they're like sorry before they like put the needle in. And I'm just like chilling. I'm just like I'm used to this by now. Like so anyway, um, yeah. So first cycle ended. Didn't really enjoy it. Was like I was quite underwhelmed. I was really expecting more. Maybe it was my training that wasn't. I don't know. Whatever. But anyway, so stopped for a while. Went back on. Then I was like full on obsessed trying to compete and stuff. End of that year looked really good. Took a lot of fucking pictures, and a lot of pictures that people don't like when I put them on my profiles and stuff, because I had my triceps, dude. Oh my lord, my triceps used to look insane. Like I used to put these pictures up, even like 2021 and 2022. Like I used to put pictures of like my chest, like when I would do I would do this chest shot type thing, and man, people would hate it, bro. They would like all fucking roast me online, trying to like talk shit to me because they're all like getting self conscious, like, oh fuck this guy. Like, I mean that's actually why it is. Let's be honest. Like, come on, let's be honest. Like, I get it, and it is tasteless too. What the fuck am I doing? Why am I fucking putting pictures up of my fucking chest to fucking show how jacked my pics are? Yeah, it is pretty fucking stupid. But like, yeah. So 2020 was bad. I was obviously competing there before. I tried to compete there before. 2020 was meant to be the year where I like really reel things in and like competed like properly. The year was a fucking train smash for bodybuilding. It was one of the worst years of bodybuilding in the history of fucking bodybuilding. Probably the worst year. Who knows? It was fucking. It was next level horrendous. Oh, bro, man. Like since bodybuilding was actually a thing, like I think that was the first year in the history of bodybuilding's existence where like it was really just like that. It just killed bodybuilding, and me too. Like I almost fucked, bro. I was so gone. Um, 2021 and 2022 was just me, in my own head, trying to catch up, so to speak, trying to get back the gains that I lost, and feeling self conscious and all this body dysmorphia shit, and fucking losing motivation, not being able to go gym, getting depressed, not training for days because I feel like, all this stupid shit, man. It's just dog shit. This year, in the beginning of the year, same deal. I was not motivated, didn't feel like I looked good enough, whatever. Was very, very discouraged. I was like, oh, I've got a PCT soon because I've got to get clean, otherwise I can't go to the military and I can't go overseas if I want to go overseas, because So I was like, it was really like I had a horrible time with my fitness journey for a while, and that's actually it started when I started taking stuff. Funny enough, but once I got off stuff, and the PCT went well, thank goodness. Like I mean, really, like I planned it well. I planned it out very methodically. I planned out the. If you know this stuff, you need to know that you have to make sure obviously your blood plasma is clean before you can start PCT because otherwise you won't recover. Planned it out like a scientist, and I somehow managed to get out, and everything was improving. My fitness improved after I started losing weight. Plus, after stopping stuff, like my fitness improved because my heart's obviously healthier. I imagine my blood markers are probably getting way better over the months, last few months. But initially, after like even after the PCT stuff came out, after I was done with those PCT drugs, I I wasn't even feeling too great, and like my training wasn't going so good either. And I wasn't looking great because I wasn't in good shape because I was come too fat. Still, I needed to lose some weight because obviously body fat you have to bring that down as you lose muscle to counteract and blah blah blah. And obviously, your fucking balls still need a time frame to like, properly rebound and blah 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 and all this fucking whatever. So on and so forth, just a lot of fucking pointless discussion. Anyway, the point being, now in November, no, actually I'm lying, it's December 2nd. December 2nd of this year, I've been off all PEDs, anything that they can class as an anabolic agent since May. May was the last time. Started PCT in June. PCT ended in July or start of August. I think maybe the first week of August or maybe last week of July or something. Anyway, haven't been on PCT since back in July. As I said, December now. And initially, it didn't look so great. And now, it's at a point where I've lost a good amount of body fat. Not a ton, but a good amount. I've lost about 7-8 kilograms. I'm not sure how much of that is fat. It's hard to say exactly how much is fat. You never really know. And strength-wise, I've pretty much just been stagnant, which is good. I mean, you guys might think, oh, that's fucking shit. Like, that's so terrible. Nah, dude, like, I've been happy, bro. Like, having stagnant strength for me at this point is, like, perfect. It's like, if I can maintain stagnant strength, it means that I can maintain what I have without assistance. Because the thing is, like, I mean, the idea of me getting fucking huge or getting super strong is like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It just doesn't work that way. Like, so, I'm happy with what I have, and I'm happy with how I look now. I don't look great, but I look okay. I think a lot of people still think I'm on stuff, which is fucking hilarious because, like, you come to my house and you can search my fucking shit and you can't find anything, and that's like, it's so freeing because I'm completely recovered. I was a fucking borderline drug addict for like 4 years. I mean, I'm sure psychologically speaking, I don't know how drug addiction is categorized. What do you call it? Like officially, I know it's mainly to do with receptor, um, antagonization and the fact that when you come off certain drugs you rebound. Now, obviously with steroids you don't really have a rebound. It's more so just your mental state with how you look. When you come off and all that shit. Anyway, for 4 years I was deathly scared of coming off of assistance. I just for four full years I was convinced that I would have to keep using some sort of anabolic agent in the background for the rest of my life. And the fact that I PCT'd and I recovered, it's borderline a fucking miracle. Like, it's borderline a fucking miracle. And I will never use a PED ever again, or a steroid at least. I mean, there's some things that I probably would still use. Like sibutramine is quite nice. Sibutramine is quite a useful drug. Not something you really use all the time, but it's quite a nice drug. Not saying you should use that. I'm just saying that me personally, I do like that. It's quite a nice drug. T3 is something you should be careful with. I don't think I'll use T3 again just because it's, I've used it a few times. I've gotten away with it every single time, and you can only count yourself lucky so many times. So I don't want to poke the bear too much. Clenbuterol is fucking shit drug. It's like, it doesn't do much. But yeah, so I'm clean. Pretty clean. Well, depending how you test me. If you test like metabolites, I'm fucked. But like, I'm happy. I'm off. I'm happy. I'm fucking looking okay. On my own fucking hormones, and it's so fucking freeing because I'm not competing, and I'm not competing against anyone. I'm not enhanced. and there's no standard